Hello again, and welcome to the second gaming session of my 112% speedrun of Hollow Knight. I assume you watched the first part and are ready to see the next part, so let's just get right into it. During my recording, something happened though. I lost the first 20 minutes of my recording due to my PC running out of power. So I just quickly want to tell you what happened in that time. We were at the Queen Station and was gonna go to the Fog Canyon. Before I got there, I got the Sports Room charm in Fungal Wastes, and we also bought the last Fragile charm, which was Fragile Strength. In the Fog Canyon, I got a charm notch in a little area with lots of explosive bubbles, and we get to the Teacher's Archive and save a grub outside. In the Teacher's Archive, we fight Umu along with Quarrel and find Modemon the Teacher. We go into the Dream World and kill her. After that, I head to the Deep Nest. There we buy a map from Conqueror and save a grub surrounded by other fake grubs. I still remember the real one, so that went without any issues. We get a mask shot and save a grub by the fight with Nosk. After that we actually defeat Nosk and get a pale ore. After that I save and quit back to a hot spring and save Sot yet again. And that's it for all the footage I lost. And now for the footage I actually did capture. We make our way to the failed tramway station. Here we sit down on the bench and move on to pick up the Tram Pass, and then save and quit right back. Now I actually ended up skipping Galleon because I was not too sure if I was going to be able to beat him. So now we're headed for the distant village. On the way there though, we go into the Weaver's Den to pick up Weaver Song. Then we get to the distant village and get captured. Then we get into a little maze-like area where we save a grub and meet up with Hera. We go into the Dream World and kill her. Then we head out and open up the Stagway station. From here we head to Green Path. We're here to pretty much finish off the rest of the area. So we go to the Lake of Un and then go into a little cave to find the most beautiful being in the whole game, Un. She'll give us the Shape of Un charm. Then we meet up with Nail Master Shio, and he will learn us the Great Slash. After that I was on my way to fight the dream boss No Eyes, and I ended up going the wrong way and ended up at Hunter's place. I quickly make my way to her shrine and defeat her. It was pretty easy, she probably didn't see it coming. And then we collect a mask shard. After that I make my way through the Fog Canyon to the Fungal Wastes. We're here to defeat another dream boss, which is Elder Hu, which was quite tough without the Shadow Dash. I was then gonna go to the Sea of Tears, but then I remembered that the normal entrance is just a one-time thing. So I had to go all the way back to Queen Station. I travel to the King Station and meet up with Relic Seeker Lem yet again to sell more stuff. Then on my way back I was at the bottom of the tower where you fight the Watcher Knights, and also where the last Dreamer is. So I was very unsure if I was ready for the Watcher Knights, because it's a boss I always have a lot of trouble with. So as I made my way through the tower I was very unsure, but I ended up just going for it. And the fight went really well. I go to the top to defeat one of them before the fight starts, and then it just went without any issues at all. And then I make my way to the top, enter the Dream World, and kill Lurin the Watcher. And now all the Dreamers are done and we can technically beat the game now. But we're not done, we're going for that 112%. So we make our way back down while saving a grub on the way there. Then we make our way back to Dirtmouth. Here we completely buy out the rest from Sly. We buy 3 charms, 2 vessel fragments, and 2 mask shards. And next up we meet up with the Grub Father. Now we haven't seen the Grub Father in a very long time. I always saved a bunch of grubs since then. So we got a ton of money, yet another mask shard, and a Grub Song charm. After that we go deeper into the now infected crossroads. We save a grub we couldn't save earlier, and go through a little combat area to get the glowing womb. And then I prepare to face the failed champion. My charm loadout for this fight was Fragile Heart, Fragile Strength, and Weaver Song. Since the failed champion is such a big target, I thought the Weaverlings would do great damage. And it really did, because I ended up beating this guy on my first try, and failed champion is one of the harder bosses in the game in my opinion, so I'm really happy that this went just fine. With the failed champion defeated, we go to meet up with Solenbra again. From her we buy the Lifeblood Heart, the Long Nail, and Quick Focus. Quick Focus is one of the best charms in the whole game, in my opinion. And we also buy another charm notch from her. Then I make my way to the Stagway station. We travel to the hidden station and get ready to fight the Lost Kin. I equip Weaver Song, Grub Song, Fragile Strength, and Fragile Heart. And then we fight him. And here I actually have my very first death in the game. I always have a hard time with Lost Kin. I'm trying to play as fast as I can, but very often that doesn't really work out that much. I beat him on my second attempt, but still not very happy about dying to him. Any death in the dream world doesn't count actually as a proper death. So that's why my fragile charms did not break, if you were wondering. Now we head up to the tramway station. We head to the right to explore the Hive and the Kingdom's Edge. We start off with the Hive, which is personally my second favorite area in the whole game. It's something about the aesthetics that really catch me. Surprisingly, even though I love this area so much, there really is not much to do here at all. We save a grub and then get a mask shard behind a breakable wall. And then we have a fight with a Hive Knight, which is personally my second favorite boss in the whole game. Get the Hive Village charm, and then we're done. And then we walk out of the Hive and go in another way to get a grub. And that's everything there is to get in the Hive, for now. So then we start exploring the Kingdom's Edge. Here we meet up with the second Nail Master, Oro, and from him we learn the Dash Slash. We rescue a grub and pick up the Quick Slash charm. We quickly save another grub and then gear up to fight Hornet for the second time. For this fight I used Fragile Heart, Fragile Strength, and Quick Focus. The fight goes just fine when we go into the Cast of Shell. Here we get the King's Brand, and this will allow us to enter the Abyss. And after that, something happened. Nah, Hornet comes along and saves us. She's so nice. And then on my way to the Coliseum of Fools now, but on the way there, I discovered a little secret room which I have never ever seen before in the game, and that was just so amazing to me. Sure thing, there was only a King's Idol in there, but still, finding a brand new area was just so insane to me. And then we come to the Coliseum of Fools. We open up the first trial, which is the Trial of the Warrior. This one goes just fine, not really anything special to talk about. And this one ends with actually fighting Sot the Mighty, which is just like beating up a defenseless dog. I feel bad for Sot. After defeating Sot, we get 1000 Geo and a Charm Notch. Then we head on to the Trial of the Conqueror. This one also goes just fine and ends with a fight with the Oblobbles. We get 2000 Geo and a Pale Ore. I'm not gonna do the last trial because it's very difficult and I feel like I need to be very well equipped before I head on to it. So we go through a little shortcut to the City of Tears. We find the nearest bench and with our new Charm Notch we equip the Sprint Master, which will slightly increase our running speed. We meet up with Relic Seeker Lem and sells off more stuff. Now that we got even more Pale Ore, we can upgrade our weapon yet again. We save and quit back to the bench in King Station and travel to the Crossroads. We meet up with Salumbra yet again. We buy a Charm Notch, Steady Body, and the Shaman Stone. Then we save and quit back to the King Station again, and travel to the city storerooms. We go to the elevator up to the Crossroads. When we get there we go to the left, and collect a Vessel Fragment, which ends our second gaming session. This gaming session also went pretty good. We got 15 new charms, 6 mask shards, and 3 Vessel Fragments. So I think this gaming session has been a very good success. We're at 4 hours and 29 minutes by now, and well, I think it's going great. The fight with the Watcher Knights went surprisingly well. Also the failed champion went amazing as well. And we got a lot done in this episode. So I hope you look forward to the next part. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and here's the next part.